Now, don't get me wrong. I love a great tube amp as much as the next person. The sound, the feel. It might sound silly. I even love the smell. It kind of reminds me of my old Light Bright toy I used to play with when I was a kid back in the 80s. However, over the years, I've also found tube amps to be a bit finicky and unreliable. So in this video, I'd like to show you an amplifier that actually helped give this show its namesake. Today, I'm going to demo and review the Orange CR60 and show you that you can get some cool tones with solid state. I know you're ready to get into some sounds, but real quick, I'm playing my Gretsch G5420T. I have the amp mic'd with my Focusrite condenser mic. Throughout this entire demo, I'm gonna have the EQ on my mixer flat right down the center so you can kind of get an idea of the EQ range of this amp. All right, let's start off with clean tones. I just have a skosh of reverb. I'll get more into reverb later. So clean tone, and both the bass and treble are right at noon. Now I've rolled the bass down to about 10 o'clock and the treble up to about 2 o'clock. Let's hear how that sounds. Now I have the bass all the way up to 3 o'clock and the treble rolled back to about 1 o'clock. Let's hear how that sounds. Even though this is a solid state amp, it has a master volume. So you can crank the volume on the clean channel all the way up and roll the master volume down a little bit, and you get some pretty decent overdrive tones like this. On to the dirty channel. The amp really doesn't start breaking up until you get the gain just a little bit past 10. I have all the EQs at noon and just a little bit of that spring reverb again. Now I've turned the gain up to almost noon. The bass is just around 10. The mids are up to around 2, and the treble is about at 1. So it gives you a nice, crunchy rhythm tone. All right, I've cranked the gain up pretty good. I have the bass and treble boosted ever so slightly, and the mid scooped just a bit for that kind of classic 80s soaring lead tone. The CR60 comes equipped with digital reverb, including spring, hall, and plate. I'm going to use a light gain overdrive for all these and run through all of them, starting with the spring reverb. With the hall setting and the reverb around noon, it can get pretty spacey like this. Now I have it on the plate setting with the reverb rolled back just a little bit for kind of a spanky, like funky rhythm tone. I hope you enjoyed my demo of the Orange CR60. Don't mind all of my horrible customization on the front of the amp. This thing has been very reliable for me, and this is the amp I'm going to use for all of my demo videos moving forward. So in the first video, I want to introduce you to the guitar I'm using. In this video, I thought it would be pertinent to introduce you to the amp I'm going to be using. Again, this thing is so reliable. I could spend probably an hour and a half or more going over how versatile this thing can be. I didn't even get to the fact that it does have a really great effects loop. It also takes pedals very well. Lately, I've been just running it clean and just running pedals into it, and it sounds fantastic. The only gripes I have about this amp, if I'm being dead honest, as you can see, I've taken off the orange, whoops, I'm hitting the mic. I took off the orange plates in the front. You know, I thought about this, and a number of sound people brought this up too. And this is like, not just this Orange CR60, but like all orange cabs, for whatever reason, they slap the orange logo right over top of the speaker, like right where the sound person's going to mic up your speaker. So that was one of the first things to go, as I ripped off the orange logo to be able to have room to put the mic there. So when I'm playing shows or recording, you don't have a big plate in the middle of the way, plastic blocking the speaker. Also on the back here, let me show you the back. I don't know if you can notice that, you know, the white cable that connects the amp to the speaker, you know, it's kind of flimsy and it's starting to go a little bit, so I might have to replace that. I think they could put a little bit better cable there, but also I'm kind of tough on gear, so it's probably my fault too. So like I said, guys, if you want a reliable amp that is solid state, you know, and it actually sounds good. Like solid state's come so far since I was a kid. It's pretty incredible what they can do now. The digital reverb is very usable. I really like it. It's very simple. But if you wanted to turn that all off, again, it takes pedals. You can run all your reverb and delay pedals through it, and it'll sound great. Thank you guys so much again. God, holding that thing made me out of breath. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the musical examples, it's all my original music, so please check out my albums on this channel. Remember too, you make the gear, not the other way around, and I will see you guys in the next episode. If you're digging it, like, subscribe, share, and thank you so much again. Bye.